I can't think of anything more vile than what you try to do to that man.
Look at that. Hey guys, AJ here back on another one for you. And guys, we're going to do another episode of Courtroom Madness.
You can't handle the truth.
And that's where we look at these absolute dunderheaded 304s in court, man. Absolutely insane. Guys, here we have a case of a chick whose husband divorces her or leaves her, right? And he's a felon. He's a convicted felon. He's an ex-con. But apparently he got out of jail 5 years ago and he's trying to make his life better. But he leaves her because she's crazy. And do you think that she can actually accept the fact that he wants to leave? Hell no, right? So guys, what does she do? She says,
I'ma kill your bitch ass, bitch!
and guys, she calls up another inmate, another felon, and says, when you get out of jail, I want you to help me plant drugs on him so he'll go back to jail for the rest of his life. Absolutely insane. Guys, you can't trust these chicks as far as you can throw them, dude. Seriously. Right? Now, guys, this is from Crimes in Courtrooms, so I'll drop the link to their channel and this video, just in case you had watched the video without it being paused. And guys, we'll get into this. Before we do, like, subscribe, drop a comment. I have a second channel called 50304s. Please go and check that out. You join my Discord and check out the playlist. I'm offering memberships now, so guys, hit that join button because you get a whole bunch of perks, you know? Guys, I really appreciate all you guys that are already members. Guys, check this out. It says, Miss Harvey plotted to destroy her ex-husband's life out of petty revenge. When their marriage fell apart, she conspired with an inmate to plant drugs in his car and have him arrested, and that would have sent him back to jail. Look at that, guys. These demonic chicks. Clown world, right? Now, guys, here, we'll actually get into her apology because she got caught, right? Now, this is after her lawyer, her skee-ball lawyer, was like, she's not a bad person. Right, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Well, guys, here we go.
Right, Ms. Plumhoff, have you had the opportunity to read the report and discuss it with Mr. Shepard?
This is her in the yellow, guys.
I have, Your Honor.
Do you have any additions, corrections, or challenges?
I do not.
Anything that you want to say on your own behalf?
Here we go.
Well, I would like to start by apologizing to Nicholas for the hurt and disruption that I caused to his life. I'm not proud of getting to a point where I would hurt somebody that I loved the way that I did him, for breaking our vows and ruining our marriage. I hurt a lot of people that day, that when I chose to make the decision that I did, I hurt a lot of people. And I am truly embarrassed about that and very sorry. Like he said, I'm not proud of what I did. I am proud of the person that I've become because of these things.
What does that
being
even
able
mean?
to turn my life around and turn to faith and get back on the right track. I worked really hard through my therapy, my group therapy, with my church family, just being able to.
Isn't it funny, guys, how they always find Jesus after they've been arrested, right? Now, God has nothing to do with the fact that this is an evil, conniving, demonic dunderhead, right, guys? Come on.
Help the community more, things like that. I don't think that these are things that I would have been doing hadn't something like this happened.
Please.
As awful as it may sound to say, I feel like me hitting rock bottom is something that needed to happen to become who I am.
What
And
joke.
I'm truly sorry for all of it.
Now, guys,
I think Mr. Swanson had a couple.
let's skip ahead to the actual facts of the case.
So the court is going to leave offense variable 19 scored at 0. Was looking at the criminal sentencing bench book, and although I do note that there are things that can happen pre-charge, that could reflect the assurance of justice. But I didn't find a case that reflected where they're essentially trying to frame someone for a kind of crime would be impacting the ability of the police to investigate a situation. It's not tampering with witnesses. It's not the sort of pre-charged conduct, according to C, that other cases have scored 10 points at. So the court's going to deny that request.
Your Honor.
All right. So with that,
I apologize. Can I make a statement?
Guys, let's skip ahead to the victim here. Okay, this is the ex-husband. This is the guy that she was trying to send to jail on trumped up charges. Here we go, guys.
is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. What is your opportunity, sir?
So it's been a long time. I've been trying to think what I wanted to say when we finally got to this point. And it's just so much more to me than just like trying to get me in trouble. Over the last 5 years, I have worked so hard to get out of the things that I was doing that would be in prison. And for, going back and spending weeks looking at all the messages that went back and forth and how malicious it was. I had one day and made one bad decision. She did this for weeks and weeks. I've read the messages. And for her to say the only thing he cares about is this job at the recovery center, and I want to take it from him. I worked so hard.
Did you guys hear? He works at a recovery center. He went from being in jail or in prison to getting out, educating himself, and now he works at a recovery center. And she says, all he cares about is his stupid job, so I'm going to take it away from him. Look at that, guys. Demons, man. Absolute demons.
Away from my background to have a job where I could help people and make a difference and not be another statistic and not end up back in prison or on the streets. And to just think that someone that said they loved me could just say, or even, I could see her saying it, but weeks and weeks of pushing it, messaging him, well, she was at my house. Now's the time to do it. I know where his car's at now. Like, I don't understand. I know what it's like to need to get incarcerated. If I wouldn't have went to prison, I wouldn't be where I am. I wouldn't have taken the time to get the help that I needed, And I don't think one day in jail is ever going to stop her from doing this to someone else. If it wouldn't have happened the way it would, I might not be here right now. I might be back in prison.
Yep.
I might have ruined my career. I might have lost everything, and no one would have believed me. If it wasn't for the one that turned in the messages and having them documented, no one would have ever known, and I would have been gone. And it's not fair.
So someone turned the messages in. I wonder if the guy she was talking to maybe was like, I can maybe get some time off my sentence by turning her in. Well, either way, whoever did it, it doesn't matter the reason, you deserve a round of applause. Because this guy could have got cooked. Cooked!
It's not right that just try to take someone's life in your hands and throw it away because you had a bad day. I would understand if I treated her poorly, if I put my hands on her, if I was mean to the children, none of that effort. And to have someone just want to hurt me like that, I can't imagine being that broken of a soul to want to hurt someone that bad.
Do you guys see the chick in the yellow? No expression on her face at all. She's probably so pissed. You know what I'm saying? She can't stand the fact that right now this guy won. He has sympathy. He won. He's on the right side of the court. She's probably pissed.
The worst part is I don't hate her. I just want her to get help for her, for the kids, for whoever she comes in contact in the future. Because the person who did that, she is not where she needs to be. One thing that I guess it probably doesn't matter because it wasn't reported, but just not even a month ago, she was at a restaurant and ran into my niece and threatened to beat her ass
Look at that,
in the
guys.
middle of the restaurant with her children there, with in front of everybody. So whatever gains and in progress that she's made, she's not where she needs to be yet. And I hope that you guys can help her do that.
Well, a couple of questions, please, sir. How did you meet Ms. Plummer?
We met through my little sister. They were acquaintances.
Okay. I only have limited police report. How do you know how Ms. Plummer came in contact with the person that was incarcerated that she wanted to set you up? You don't. She
That's
that
a good
individual.
question.
The way it was,
Good question, right? How did she meet this person that she was trying to get to set him up?
explained to me is when me and her got together, she was in a relationship with that person.
Oh, her ex-boyfriend.
And when me and her made it official or whatever, she broke it off with him because he's in prison. What is he going to do? You know, all she has to do is not answer the phone. So that was her boyfriend, I guess, up until I had got with her.
Okay.
Damn, look at that, guys.
Anything else that you want to say, sir?
I just want to thank the court for whatever it is they're going to do. And hopefully I'll have a peace of mind for a little while because obviously I'm a mess. Like, I literally moved 3 hours away to not have to worry about running into her at a store or anywhere, you know what I mean? Because of, I don't know. I worked.
Because she knew that she had the system on her side, right? Guys, this is how women operate. They know for a fact, especially if the guy's an ex-con, right? There are women out there on TikTok who say that they like dating ex-cons because they have all the power because they say, you mess with me and I'll get you sent back to jail. So this guy did the smart thing and he moved 3 hours away so she has no power over him.
In Nuevo for a little while, and one of the recovery centers that was up here, and going through a drive-through, I had a girl let me know that she was still trying to mess with me and that this was my number and this is where I lived. And so I just don't want to have to worry anymore. I'm a grown man. I shouldn't be crying over what this woman could do to me.
Facts. Right there, guys. Facts. And guys, this type of thing that would never happen in like Saudi Arabia or anywhere else. Because guys, he could just take care of business. You know what I mean? He could defend himself. But in the United States, he can't. He can't. She's weaponized the system to where a grown-ass man's here crying like a child. Insane. And guys, don't call this guy like a beta or anything. Guys, any one of us who are in this position, right, might have a similar response if you're vindicated, right? If you're in court and you're standing before the judge and you missed a bullet this big where your whole life could have been cooked, you know? All this emotion, all this time that he's been stressed out and all this stuff, it's coming out now, you know?
Thank you, sir.
All right, guys, now let's look at this sentencing here. All right, here we go.
All right, the court recognizes that the advisory guidelines in this case would suggest a sentence between 0 and 11 months. The courts can exercise my discretion if it's consistent with the advisory guidelines, consistent with the agreement in this case. Would be the sentence the court, this defendant served 120 days in the Nuevo County Jail. I'll give her credit for the 1 day that she served so far. I'm going to place her on probation for 2 years. There is a $30 per month probation oversight fee for regular probation, $60 a month for electronic monitoring work tether. On the one hand, I applaud you for the efforts that you've made. Well, maybe those efforts will continue after you're out of jail through probation. They'll help change the person that you are. On the other hand, I can't think of anything more vile than what you try to do to that man. Number one, we knew his history with addictions and to try and use that against him. Number two, trying to prevent him from helping other people, trying to engage some other inmate to ruin this man's life. And he's right. If you had any idea how many people come in here with possession of drugs and say, they weren't mine, somebody planted on me, everybody, the police, prosecutor, court, we all go, yeah, right. People just don't plant drugs on other people. And that was your plan, as he indicated. It wasn't just a fly-by-night thing, one time, call somebody up, oh no, I forget it. It was time after time, and message after message. You actually paid the money, as I understand it, to have Chris done it.
Look at that.
I just can't, really words don't express how vile those acts are. And you try to separate the acts from the person, but you're the one that did those.
Yep, that's true.
And luckily, this person that you were corresponding with in jail had integrity and did the right thing to turn jail. But for that, he probably would have been in jail. He probably would have been successful in training.
Guys, what do you think? 120 days. That's it. Guys, let me know in the comments how much time you think this dunderhead should have got. I think she should have got 10 years. Or whatever charges that he would have got as a felon with drugs, she should have got. What a joke. Look at that. This person says that they are the guy that's in the video. Interesting. He says, I'm the man in the video who's the ex-husband, and this woman's done so much more than this to me. Wow. Look at that. Guy says, our court system does not work for men. She should have been given 2 years in jail. Facts. Someone says, did you ever notice once these criminals get caught, they find God? Yep. Someone says she avoided a full-throated apology by implying that she couldn't have become a better person without committing crimes against her ex. Someone says, given the opportunity, she'll do this again. Facts. Facts. All right, guys. This is AJ. Appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, guys. I am out of here. Have a good one.